this times looks as if it's back to Rome again, when the Roman citizens almost sold out Rome. They wanted to party and drink and have fun so much that they were willing to let the Germans, the enemies, protect them. And then they took the arms and overthrew them and just, banished Rome forever. And I see in America it's almost the same. At this point in time, we're at a position where people are willing to sell out the country. You hear people talking so stupid. And then you see, this thing is so big, I can't deal with the whole scope of this thing here. I'm talking about Edward Snowden, which is NSA paperwork that he has given to the journalists in Europe and America, and showing how the big surveillance program of the government, etc. I think he's a traitor, basically. And he's saying that all these years he's going through this and he saw all this wrong or whatever. Number one, they shouldn't have these guys in these positions for too long, because let me say it's wrongdoing, it gets you over time. So you need to let them be there for a year or so, and while still everything is good, let them go and get somebody in new. Like how the soldier, the army is not like it's a volunteer thing. You spend a little while and you go. Don't keep them forever, because they get burned out and they're gonna do dumb stuff. Now, almost every country is doing stuff like that. Now, I must agree that the war on terrorism, I believe, I don't take it serious, because it's just a new phase of the whole take America out. See, we find with the Bushes, they went into the Middle East. I heard them talking about the new war is going to be a war on terrorism and all that stuff. What that was? How are you going to fight the war on terrorism? In the first place, they should have never even talked about it. They should have never even declared war on terrorism, because you can't win it. It's not guys putting on boots and coming out with tanks and you can shoot them up and you know where they are and whatever. It's fellas in the civilian uniform, and when they're ready, they're going to bring the fight to you. So you're spending all these trillions just to kill 4 fellas. As a matter of fact, they only got Saddam Hussein and Osama bin Laden. So that basically the Bushes went into the Middle East and they started this thing. They should have seen that you can't win this. You can't win a war on terrorism, and so on. So that this guy here now shows what the government is doing. And as far as I'm concerned, I haven't learned anything new. I know a long time that they could see through your television. I know they could hear through your telephone. I know they got GPS they could put in a vehicle. Like when I travel from Florida to California, every junction I stop, I find people interacting with me, and I ask myself, these people look like they're FBI or the local police. But I never thought that they have something on my vehicle, and I don't know where to look for it to find it. So when I end up in LA, again, the same parade of people coming through, I ask one where to get food and so on. He send me over there, and I meet some more over there. Man in the crowd, he looks like he's not belonging there. He has a lot of power and charisma and so on, and he knows everything that I should do and what I can do and all that stuff. You know what I mean? I don't make cell phones a big part of my life. I like to take the battery out, but I'm sure that they have new technology that something charges. So even though you take your main battery out, it might still be having some charge in there that could be giving off your locations and so on. You have to be careful what you're saying when your phone is on. In fact, except that you're talking terrorism, but even innocent stuff, I don't talk stuff with my phone around. Leave the phones here, let's go over there and talk. And it got to be random something now that you're doing this every day. They're set up and listen to you or whatever. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I'm planning terrorism or anything like that. I'm just saying that is how I take care of business. And you know what? When I was in college in Florida, and I sent my email to my professor, on both occasions he gets something that I had not sent him, and eventually he charged me with plagiarism. So I see the government has the capability of stopping your email, adding on attachments, taking out your stuff, changing it to wrong, and then sending it on, and you can get some problems. In fact, I'm so happy that they haven't done this. You could be talking to somebody who you think belongs to, maybe is in, let me say this person is purporting to be in Afghanistan, but it could be right in Virginia. And you're talking nice to them, and they're stopping it and sending terrorism message to the people printing out some. They're talking nice to you, but terrorism message that they're printing out. And then when they have a big stock, they come and arrest you, and they have all this evidence, the judge going to convict you and get 4 or 5 years to life in prison. So what he has done basically hasn't done nothing for me. I don't feel ashamed of the government. I don't care what the government doing. They do what they feel they got to do, and I just got to live and be happy. am I going to change my life? I've already changed my life. I already operating like if I'm under surveillance, and I just don't go out doing stuff. For example, I'm in Puerto Rico. Even before I started school, I went to the university campus. I was recycling, and I saw this guy, and he came, and around where I was, it was raining. So I asked him, "Where you from, bro?" He's from Russia. So I started talking about the Volga River and the Kremlin and so on. And he's surprised that I know a little bit about Russia and so on. Then I started my Spanish course. Now he's in the class with me, and then I find that we're walking around a lot. So I say, hey, bro, you go on, man. Go on, bro. Just go on, man. That's good. I'll see you tomorrow in class, man. Because they see me and him walking down. In fact, they might have even sent him there. We walking back and forth, and then they arrest him with some terrorism stuff, some trump up some. He say, yeah, he was planning some terrorism stuff just to get me, and then they put me into it too. I'm a part of the conspiracy. You know what I mean? So you have to be thinking. They have something against people who move alone. They call you lone wolf. Man, I bet you better be lone wolf, because you're gonna have to put people. You go down so with the boys, and the police pull up. They put the drugs on your seat, the pipe and the weed and everything and the crack, and then the cops gonna take you and your vehicle away. You know what I mean? And it could be a plant, one that's coming to give you some grief. So if you ride it alone, you ain't gotta worry about that. You know what I mean? I don't like emailing. One time I met the guy in the grocery store. He said his email is revolution now. I say, aren't you afraid that them fellas gonna get your RT and start checking it out and stuff? He said, I don't care about all that stuff, but I'm not gonna send him no email, and I don't want him to send me any email either, because he got his big revolution now, and I give him, we hooking up and talking nice stuff. You never know why you'll be charged with. You know what I mean? And the guy in Miami, his name just happened to be on this guy's phone number, and then bam, he's dead. See what I'm saying? So, but what I was saying with Rome is this: that our education system and the morals and the whole everything that started changing in the 60s and doing all those things, people doing graffiti on the wall and think that he has a right to do that. He got to leave something there. He's getting a message. Don't do it on your mother's house. Why you put it on my car or my building? You see what I'm saying? So people are so perverted in the mind now that you don't know what to say. So this guy here basically has sold out this country, and he feels that, oh, that's so good. I mean, governments aren't church. Governments aren't religion. Governments aren't Holy Spirit, nothing. They're doing stuff that, you don't even want to hear what they're doing, bro. So for him to come out, and all he has done basically is create a bunch of insecurity in people's lives, create a lot of suspicion, and the program could have been going on as usual. They ain't bothering nobody. When they catch the terrorists, they're going after them and so on. But now he has come out and he's made it clear in the world who might not even be doing that, or who might be doing it but have a secret program by saying, oh, look at them over there. So the WikiLeaks with Bradley, Manning, all these people, I mean, how can they be doing that to the country? That's treason. That they have a duty to protect the country, and if they find that they don't like what's going on, just forget it and just move on. But to go and deal with the enemy and put it out there and everybody know about it, man, they're creating a certain level of something that in the big picture I don't understand what it's doing, but something it's doing. And I would say thank you, but no thank you, because I'm not going to change my lifestyle, because I already suspect stuff like that. I already know what I've experienced and all that, and I'm not going to be going down with saying stuff. Like, for example, I'm in Puerto Rico. This guy says he wants to kill the president, and I mean, automatically I asked him, why you want to do that? Now if I said, you want to kill the president, now they would have me saying kill the president, and you never know, they would multiply that and come and arrest me saying I want to kill the president. You know what I mean? So you just got to be so careful out here, man. So these guys, though, I don't see them as being heroes or protecting nothing. They're just a bunch of sissies, and they can't handle this stuff, man. If you can't handle this stuff, quit. And the government should ensure that these guys don't be in these positions for too long. They're there, you see them complaining, they're having problems, just wean them out and tell them, you think the program change? Thank you very much for your service, bye. I think they'll do a lot good for themselves than having them going down to the end and then getting all this guilt trip and going and spill the beans, man.